What is up, everybody? Today we're going to be taking a look at the Engwe T14. Now, the T14 is the next model from the X5. The X5 and the I think it was called the X5T or something like that. Those have been discontinued. That was the one with the shaft drive. The X5 had the chain, and the X5A or something like that, it had that shaft drive. Those have been discontinued, and now they have the T14, which it seems pretty much about the same bike, which actually I loved it, and actually I just had sold it last week. I had it for 2 years. I loved the Engwe, the X5. It had such a smooth ride is what I really liked about it. So now they've got this model, the T14, and it looks pretty similar, except that they added a couple of things. So let's go over what is on this bike. So you got your dual disc brakes, just like the other one. There and down there. You have folding pedals. I don't think the other one had folding pedals. I think I bought a set for that. It has the removable battery, which is right here with the flip-up seat. And the seat is extremely comfortable. It's got this nice little pad back here, which the other one had. And it had that bag. I had that bag for the other one. I made a video on that bag. But actually, I had bought another one of those bags, so I have one for this bike as well. Because when I sold that one, I let the people have the bag that was on there. You got your folding handlebars, and the battery is a 48 volt 10 amp hour, and actually swaps out with the bike I was showing the other day, that Ebarusi or whatever it was called. The batteries are interchangeable with that bike and this bike. So that one has a 15 amp hour, but this is only a 10 amp hour with a range they're claiming of, 22 or 23 miles. I would say it would probably do it because the other one would, and it was the same battery. It's got some real nice fenders on there. It's a single speed chain drive. It also has these little footies on the tires for shipping or whatever, for you to put them on there to protect the tires. But yeah, whatever. But now this Engwe model here has a headlight, where the X5 did not have any lights at all. And it's got this bell. But unfortunately, this isn't the bell that it comes with. The bell that it comes with fell out of the box, and I stepped on it and broke it. So this is a bell I had laying around from some other bike I had. And I probably won't even leave this on here, but I just wanted to show you that they actually did give you a bell with the package. You got the dual disc brakes. You have 2 sets of keys. You've got a set of keys here to lock the battery. Now, this has no effect whatsoever on starting the bike. That key is up here. Anyway, it has some front shocks on it. It has this little mid-frame shock, and then it has these rear shocks. This bike is probably going to ride really nice. That's what I liked about the other one, is it rode so much nicer than the Jetson. The Jetson ride wasn't that good because there was no suspension at all. It's completely stiff, where the Engwe had all kinds of shocks, and they actually work real well. And the ride on this thing is like butter smooth. So if that's what you're looking for, you definitely want to get some of this. You got your 14-inch tires. They have a 35 to 45 pounds of air you put in them, and it's got, like I said, the single speed. And there really, on this thing, there is no dash or anything like that. It just has a gauge, just like the other one. It just has a battery gauge. And now this one also has the retractable handlebar, which is actually really nice for a smaller rider, for a short rider. So a younger kid could actually ride this, because you could just drop the seat all the way down, drop the handlebars all the way down, and then you got a really low bike for a very short statured person, like a 4'5" or something like that. You could easily ride this thing. Would be able to lower the handlebars. And plus you got a full grip throttle. Not a half throttle, full grip. Yeah, it's a really nice bike, real nice. I mean, I was real happy with the X5, so I don't see how this would be any different. The top speed on this is they said 20 miles an hour. Now, when the X5 came out, it had the top speed of 14, but you had to do the unlock. This one, they don't have that. And actually, I think they put that headlight on there for some kind of, you know, like I said, the other one didn't have any lights on it whatsoever. So I think for some state regulations, they wound up putting this headlight on here. So, yeah, really nice, man. Really nice bike. It's well built. I can tell you that right now. It's very well built. Like I said, if it's anything like the X5, I mean, it's going to be great because I love the X5. The X5 was a beautiful bike. So, all right, guys, that about wraps it up for that. I'm going to bring the camera down here and show you some close-ups on the stuff and turn it on so you can see what the dashboard looks like. But there's really nothing to it, but I'm going to show it anyway. There's really not too much to it. You got to hold yourself there. Okay, so there it is. Right there. And then you turn it one more time, and that'll give you the headlight. And the headlight doesn't seem to be that bright, but at least it's a light. All right, let's come down here. Here's the battery right in there. See if you can see that. You see that 48 volt, 10 amp hour right there? Okay, there's your key to lock it in. And all it does is it just puts a pin in there. There's a pin back in here, and it makes it go into the battery. And that's what locks the battery in. Here's the folding pedals. There's your disc brakes. There's your front shocks. There's your mid shock. There's your rear shocks right here. I don't think these are adjustable at all. There's your rear disc. And it has fenders, which is a plus. Then there's that rear seat. Not rear seat, it's a, you know, a little thing you can set stuff on. So, I mean, I'm sure some people will be using it for a seat, trust me. Okay, they'll be having their kids sitting on there. So, yeah, this one doesn't come like the other one. This one doesn't come with the footrests. And, like, these bikes are pretty close. The, what is that thing called again? The Ebkarosi, which is actually sitting right over there. See, these bikes are very similar, extremely similar. But the Ebkarosi has all those features on there, turn signals, brake lights, and all that crap. And now this one actually has one of those bags too. But actually I like the one here better because it's smaller and it's easier to manage. You just hang it across both sides of the handlebars. And then there's your charger and your manual. But yeah, so there's the bag that comes with this thing. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright guys, there you go. The Engwe T14. And they even have a little label on it. I think it's on both. No, it's not on both sides. But they have a little label right there. See it? I guess that's so the guys at the factory will know what it is, so they can throw it in the right box. All right, guys, have a nice day. I'll talk to you later. What is up, all? Oh, Range just sneezed. Anyway, look what just rolled in the door. The Engwe T14. And what we're going to do is just crack this open. Boy, that looks kind of familiar. So I just cracked the top of that open, right? And I see that little thing right there. And then I go over here. And look at that. And that is on the Ebkarosi. I'm not even sure how to pronounce that, if anybody knows. Yeah, direct me somewhere where I can hear it. But anyway, what was really cool about this bike, it had footies on the tires. I never saw that before. Anyway, I'm getting to that one. At least it's out of the box and everything. But now this is the Engwe T14. Now this is the updated model from the the X5. I had the Engwe X5, which I sold, but I loved the X5. Engwe X5, I loved it. But like I said, this is the T14. This is the next model. They don't make the X5 anymore. Now they make this. So there's another little bag. This one's actually even smaller than that one, but it's the same style. And there's the battery. Here's some packaging. And yeah, so here's the deal. I've been doing an unboxing on a product that's 90% assembled, which on this thing you can tell just by looking at it. The only thing you have to do is put it on the handlebars. It's kind of pointless, right? Go through all this mumbo jumbo for something. I'm going to pull it out and just hook the handlebars up and put on the seat and everything. So we'll just go right to the overview, but I just wanted to show you how it was packaged, which is pretty good. You know, it doesn't have any flaws in the packaging at all. So yeah, no damage. All right, guys, let's go to the overview.